Hello, everybody from Manila in the Philippines. I'm here in what is known as Fort Santiago. The cathedral is there in the background. And I've been spending here 2 or 3 days having meetings with colleagues and with folks in the government and in the Foreign Office and in the security and intelligence communities, trying to build partnerships but also assess the state of affairs in this part of the world. And there are interesting things to observe. One is, well, the Philippines is growing. It's doing very well economically. It has all of the signs of an Asian economy that is doing extraordinarily well. It has challenges on the human capital front, on infrastructure, on trade. They've been running a large trade deficit. They're dependent on very strategic imports and others, but still, this is a very large country with a large population that is growing. So it's going to play an important role in global economics moving forward. Now, the second thing is they're very affected by geopolitical changes. So very clearly they're on the fault line of the rise of China. They have issues with the Chinese on their territorial waters and islands in what they call here the West Philippine Sea. Hundreds of incursions yearly from Chinese vessels, but they also have issues in internal security with interference, foreign interference, disinformation coming from China and others. And of course, they're right in the middle, and this is what has been very interesting about the visit, of the change of U.S. Foreign policy and posture. Marco Rubio is about to come and visit, so that's a good sign because it's one of the first allies that is going to visit. Marco Rubio is going to visit. They're a treaty ally, the Philippines, of the U.S., so they're bound to defend the Philippines under treaty conditions, but it's still unclear if this retrenchment of the U.S., its cut of spending on a number of fronts and others, will affect the deterrence of the U.S. umbrella vis-a-vis the Chinese and others. There is an agreement for the establishment of some U.S. forward presence in 10 or so bases around the country, but it hasn't been yet fully deployed. So, this is a huge question for them. My sense from interactions with colleagues here is that they feel much more alone than in the past, and they're not. This is not unique to the Philippines. It happens to the Australians and the Japanese and many others. So it's one of these fascinating places in the world that is right on the fault line of changing geopolitics. And of course, the Europeans were, almost nowhere to be seen here, except the French and the British to some extent, but the rest not really fundamental geostrategic actors here. So very important questions for the Philippines, and it's one of the countries to watch moving forward. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.